Hey you, I'm back again today. I wanted to talk a little bit about vegan activism and what I feel is not effective. And I know the people that I'm around, the people that I've been associated with, would not be likely to change their lifestyle if they felt something was forced upon them. So if somebody interrupted their meal by showing pictures of dead animals, if people interrupted an event they were at, that they paid money to go see, and it was interrupted by activists, they would not be inclined to listen to that. I think it's much more effective to approach people with your own lifestyle. As an example, if you are healthy and loving, and if people ask you about your lifestyle or your health, share. And I think that's the most effective thing. Sometimes activism out in the world can be effective. I know that I did go to a Direct Action Everywhere event several years ago, but we were at all times on the street. We weren't interrupting an event. We weren't interrupting meals. We weren't in the way of people doing their shopping. We weren't showing graphic pictures to others when there were children around. That could be, really hard on children. And I'm not sure how or when Direct Action Everywhere kind of changed to do these events, where they disrupt things. I don't think it's effective. They say, oh, they're trying to get their message across. Recently, a day or two ago, they interrupted a baseball game. And from what I could see, you couldn't even see the banners that they were holding. So for most people, it was just a bunch of people interrupting a ball game that they had paid money to go see. How is that activism? How is that helpful? How is that encouraging people to change their lifestyle? How is that helping the animals? I don't get it. I don't think it's effective. I just don't. I mean, how many people in that baseball stadium of thousands upon thousands of people watched that interruption and decided, I think I'll change my lifestyle. I think I'll stop eating meat. I doubt one person changed their lifestyle. I doubt one person even thought about it. They were just irritated. How is that effective? It's just not. I don't understand where they're coming from. I know that when I went to the event a few years ago, there were a few what I would call older or more mature people, but most of the people were younger, and I don't think that. Maybe they just don't get it, that being forceful, being intrusive, being disruptive, it's not effective. I mean, for every one person that you might possibly change in the world, there are going to be 50 that hate it and are even more dug into the belief that I will never be like them. So is that worth it? Is it worth it to put off 50 people to save one? And, they might say yes. Maybe they believe that that's the way to do it. I just don't get it. I don't believe in it. I think there's much better ways to go about things. And people will say, well, there's angry vegans on YouTube, and there are a lot of angry, critical channels, drama, and I think that's very off-putting for the majority of the world. We're trying to reach the world, and when they see people hating on each other, criticizing each other, you know, gossiping on each other, what makes that attractive to people? What makes that, you know, that kind of attitudes, those kind of attitudes, you know, do people say, I want to be like those people? You know, I don't think anybody does. I mean, I don't think so. You know, I'm not here preaching because I am not 100% vegan. You know, I do the best that I can, and I make good choices for the most part. You know, I'm just a person doing the best I can, and I don't know. That's just my opinion. Those are my thoughts on it. I just don't think that it's effective. I think it's childish and immature, irresponsible even in some instances. So think about it. Think about how you're approaching things. Maybe there's a better way to go about it, a gentler way, a more approachable, a more meaningful way that will draw people to us instead of like pushing them away, and pushing them away in a you know, violent way, you know, in a way that, you know, they just don't want to have anything to do with it. They don't even want to be, the word vegan is just a negative word. You know, it's a negative word, and that's sad, you know, for such a positive thing to have such a negative connotation. So think about it, and I will get back to you. I might do another video this week. It might not be till next week, but I will see you again soon. Bye.